Okay, Diwali got over. Diwali, the run up to Diwali is the time I took a break from sessions. Of course, I was told to do the sessions for the last couple of days, but then I did say that I'm going to take a break because I cannot do everything at one time. Diwali went off very well, um, and I took my break that I wanted from the sessions. Yesterday, I was contacted. In fact, last couple of days, Shirdi Sai Baba from the Sai Prashnavali was indicating that there are some souls over here who wish to talk. But since I was recuperating physically, I did not get into the session. Today, also, we're starting a little late. Reason being, I've been waking up at 9:30 every day, and by the time I actually finish my prayers, it becomes this day, and sometimes with lunch also, but it comes to about 1:30 every afternoon. Okay, so any which ways, we're going to go ahead. Since yesterday in the night off camera, the indication has been for the last couple of days to get on, and that is that there are two people who've come to meet me from the Sai Prashnavali is what was said. I ignored it. Saint has come to meet me. I ignored it. What has happened in between is the pendulum was saying that my sister, Umesh's wife, Shambhav E. I don't know who else there were. There were a couple of ladies extra who were returning into fetuses of new birth. But last minute I got to know that before Diwali, they chickened out and decided they weren't returning. So the only people who've returned is the real JAYA.ADVANI or Mr. Kanayalal Hukumatrai Advani, the son of Hukumatrai Gurmukh Das Advani. His sister Kailash Advani, she's the only lady amongst that group of men who are returning. There is my cousins Sunil and Anil Sadrangani who are returning. My mother's second husband, Kiran Merchant, is returning. Varsha, file name Cat, was supposed to return with him, but she did not. Okay. She decided to chicken out. Okay. And with her, I think Shambhav E chickened out and decided to stay back. There were some other names also who were supposed to come. Real time, I got it at that time that they had they were coming back here in a group together. But then most of the women chickened out. Only Kailash Aunty, Miss Kailash Advani, Mrs. Kailash Hingorani, then in her second marriage, Mrs. Ritu Malia, she's the only woman who has agreed to return with Kani Advani, Kiran Merchant. I don't even know if her daughter Trumona Hingorani agreed to go with her. I think even she has stayed back. So there's this bunch that were all supposed to come back on earth, but they chickened out. About half of them, most of them being women in this last birth that they were here on earth. And it is mostly the men who are returning. The only lady with them is Kailash Hingorani or Mrs. Ritu Malia. The rest of them chickened out. The process of them chickening out, getting permission, that took about 3-4 days because they were not contactable. My mom was not around and they were not contactable on the pendulum. So ask them, where have they gone? Have they gone to the higher realms? It says yes. So I think they've gone for darshan and blessing so that they move on earth. But I come to know later on, no, they were hanging around the higher realms to get the permission that these guys had chickened out. They didn't want to come back into the new birth at this point in time, and to get permission that they are able to probably send other atmas who are on a waiting list for those fetuses, and these guys get the permission to stay back in the Atmic realm. The other thing is that my sister was establishing that the reason these Atmas needed to come back was primarily because they were missing the food quotient. They wanted to come back for the food. So in her case, there is an Anne also who has shapeshifted for Varsha apparently, who is in the higher realm. So there are 4 people. There is the real JAYA.ADVANI, file name Cat, who has exited from the body. Then there are 3 clones for her. One is Anne. She's a good girl. She's gone to the higher realms. There are 2 more girls who are not good, who have gone to the lower realms. Many times, like for 2 minutes, I will check how is everything, how are you doing. I will not record it. That's what's been happening these last few days since these recordings stopped in between, primarily for Diwali to finish and for me to get a breather. Whenever I check, I'm told Varsha and my mom in the night time are going away to places where food is being cooked or some restaurants. Primarily because she's been given the permission as well as the cover. As an Atma, because she is primarily finding it difficult to stay without the food. So her whole journey back on earth was only hinging on the fact that they are not getting the food and that's what they want. So of late we've been getting that they don't hang around here in the evenings. They go off and they are visiting restaurants and they are visiting homes where food is available, and I'm guessing Shirdi Sai Baba could have given them some kind of immunity or protection, because it is again how we live on earth. So we don't go to places where it is dangerous for us. In the Atmic realm, though, for me everything is air. I don't see them. In their world, they also have different kinds of Atmas while they are in spirit. So how she is got the permission and never goes with them. Whenever we check, Anne never leaves with them. So I ask why Anne is not going with them. Why only these 2 are going? Why only a bunch of them go together? That's because probably that lot was missing food and that lot has got the permission, they've got the protection. So they go. Okay? That's another thing that was found out. Yesterday, Shirdi Sai Baba through Sai Prishnavali told me that 2 people have come to meet me and he was indicating that I should do the pendulum work. He indicated it before also, but for whatever reason I was not doing. Anyway, in the night for 2 minutes I did the pendulum. I asked, is my Dada, Dadi around? I got no. Is my Nana, Nani around? I got no. Is my mom around? I got no. Is Varsha, file name Cat, around? I got no. Is Anne around? I didn't ask about Anne. I didn't ask about anybody else. Then because Shirdi Sai Baba had told me 2 people are around me, and I had said by the end of November I will check about Mr. Bezos and his wife Scott Mcanzie. I asked about those 2 people if they were around and I got a yes. There's a reason for it. The reason for it is because I did make reference to him in connection to something, I don't know, in general. Okay? Because these people were talking about Bezos Ved, Bezos something, Bezos this. I said, I don't know Mr. Bezos at all. The real Mr. Jeff Bezos, I don't know, neither his wife. I identify that if something happened to the real Mr. Jeff Bezos, his company was grabbed by criminals, which I do believe has happened, then that is a shapeshifter who also shapeshifted for SRL at some point in time. He's not my vet. I don't shake hands with criminals. The real Mr. Bezos is too big to know me. I'm too small to know him. He lives far away. I live far away. There is no interaction. But the whole of the yesterday, day before, you were bringing up Bezos' name, right? Via the cheap Sutter drive that you have used to misuse Mr. Bezos' stolen company 2015 onwards is what I understand. Anyway, suddenly out of nowhere, I came to know yesterday, again as just a strange download, I don't know where it came from, that in the 280 yugas earned by the miscreants of Nark and Patal, the division is 80% Nark and 20% Patal after the quotient of Nark earned is expended by the miscreants. That is 40%, the head of them, of the 40% who are going to the lower realms, the head has earned 280 yugas, Nark and Patal. The quotient is 20 of Patal after you have finished your time at Nark. That is 80%. You understand? That came out of nowhere. That way, some things were just going off and something was just coming out of nowhere. So it was strange. In retrospect, late in the night, that happened sometime in the daytime, just, whatever it was. Sometime late in the night, the pendulum says no, because Shirdi Sai Baba said 2 people are there to talk, but there's nobody in my home. It is all air around me. I don't see anything. The spirit never talks to me, not ever. There are idiots who use the SATA drive and they are throwing voice wire, telephony, mobile telephony nonsense. Also, you who are hiding in my right arm, from the shoulder blade to my hand, you have been called out for terrorism. Links to terrorism are with hand in glove with terrorism is what has been told to me. You are hiding it as artificial intelligence. It is bullshit. That also has been identified. Also, what has been identified is 2033 to 2034. Before that timeline, you people are going to get caught and तुम्हारा पूरे तरीके से घर वापसी होके ही रहेगा. The false stuff that you have done, the cheap manner in which you have done it, is going to be found out. And all the miscreants who have contributed to it are returning back to your earned realms. One more thing, the drowning of Dwarka has come out from the curse of the rishis. That was about what? Every day, one chapter of Srimad Bhagavatam is done. Last 2 days, I am not done. I've been told, leave it at that. It was the curse of the rishis saying, for fooling around with the godly realms, the rishis over there. Right? A boy was dressed as a girl and asked the rishis whether that boy, pretending to be a girl, will have a daughter or a son. The rishis got wild and cursed that whole community. The Dwarka has to drown, that you were told in 2021, even when Krishna was here as Lord Krishna. He could do nothing to save the Yadavas. It was predetermined. Today in the Vishnu Sahasranam, when I have read it, it is talking that Vishnu jo hai, because the Vishnu Sahasranam kept falling. So I say, Vishnu, then what are you going to do with these people? We got Pralay. We also got that Vishnu is primarily the one who does everything. Adishesha also is involved with his transformation, the snake. He topples everything and takes them into a state of yoga to end the yuga maybe. Call Kali. We got Kali also today, frankly telling you in the read. Ending in a pralay. So anyway, Shirdi Sai Baba 3-4 times has told me whatever answers I want. जो कुछ भी आंसर्स है हमको लेना है रिलीजियस रीडिंग से, वही हमको जवाब देगा. एंड दैट्स हाउ ही इज बीन डीलिंग विथ मी फ्रॉम 2000 and maybe 9-10 onwards. So we are following through. I'm only a peon and messenger, channeler maybe, medium maybe, peon messenger who gets the downloads. All I do is translate it to the best of my ability. I can go wrong as a human effort. I don't know, but I try my levelist best. Okay? When it comes to Mr. Bezos and his wife, since yesterday when I have, you are saying Bezos bed I or Bezos bed I? No, I don't bed Mr. Jeff Bezos. Mr. Jeff Bezos' height is 5 feet 7 inches. I was married to a man who is 5'10", 5'11". That also at ISKCON, a sham. Shape-shifting of how many people, I have no idea. The real man was murdered 1995. I got married 2002. March to August. Got out in August, got a decree. Divorce decree. In 2000, by 2004, here in Bangalore. My understanding is when even S.N. Krishna, the CM of Karnataka, Vladimir Putin, the president of Russia, my own decree my own degree from Queensland University of Technology for my MBA. Alisha Sadrangani for her doctorate. In my case, when I was coming to the end of my MBA, you stole my passport, you stole identity. That's what you did. I did the physical study, you grabbed the identity. If for small things like me, you can do something like that, if Vladimir Putin, my Pendulum says, did not go beyond his second term, then from the third term onwards of Vladimir Putin, how much have you Reardo entry destroyed stealth mode at Russia? Because there are 10 who are shape-shifting over there. Same with Mr. S.M. Krishna. The minute you bringing him in for a CM ship, how long did the real man be the CM? When did you exit him and bring in a replica? He was taken underground. His own daughter married to my cousin brother. Yes, there are plenty of pointers saying there is foul play. He was the CM of Karnataka when my marriage happened over here. The divorce happened over here. There are so many question marks on it. If he was the original CM over here, none of it would have dared happen. It is still very late. Mr. Vijay Mallya, the house in which his daughter has gotten married to my cousin, my very first cousin, he was taken underground in the year 2000, murdered in 2012. Then who was shape-shifting at Brewery House? When you have entered my home, after that sham, scam, 2002 all the way to 2004, that version of Shalina Hundalani, JAYA.ADVANI says, go sell yourself, but at least make some money. There's no liquidity in this house. For Forge as well. The father with the face of my dad says, we got a rotten deal. Now, even if there are 3 properties in my name, 50% in Varsha's name, isn't it chillar and dimes that you've been calling me all through at this home of mine? I own my fucking apartment here at J1801 Purva Palm Beach, 18th floor, Bangalore, 560077. You have stolen galore. Now let's find out. When you have told me to sell myself, it's because you're calling me dimes, but my property is not more than few crores, 10 crores max. That also you need signatories of 2 people in Bombay. Compared to that, brewery house is worth how much? Along with the, what's that called? UB factory. Did you sell it and make UB City over there with prestige? How much candy did you do on the back of it? When did you sell it? If Mr. Vijay Mallya was in the Suez Canal in 2000, murdered in 2012, when did you start the Kingfisher calendar? What did you do with it? Then what did you show on his name? If Vladimir Putin was not there after his second term and 10 left from India, but they have routed themselves from India, what did they do when they became Putin in Russia? So you have fooled nobody. The documentation on you, you may fool people on earth. Mess with the ops of the banking system. But you cannot fool the eternal Atma. You have been booked. And it is set in stone. Nobody can change it. Whatever my readings have been calling you out for what you have done. No mother leaves their daughter in a room for one hour when she's 6 months old, 1 year old. What was Shalina Hundalani doing with Sharanya Hundalani? Leaving her in a dark room, closing the door. And the child for 1 hour is wailing on top of the voice. She's only 6 months to 1 year. Which mother does that? Even American women who are supposed to be the most hard-hearted. They keep baby cams. The minute the baby cries, they go running to the room to look after their baby. What kind of a mother was that Shalina Hundalani? Was she the real mother? Which mother leaves a child? And I'm saying Sharanya's crying in the room and it's a dark room. You have left her all alone. She's wailing away. She's been wailing. How you are leaving her like that? She says, no, the child will get used to it. You don't interfere. I'm the mother. What kind of a woman does that? All this is deep towers. Lokhandwala Andheri. Who does that? The child is found with epilepsy and a tumor in her brain. She says, I want to give this baby away. I didn't sign up for this. Who does that? Which mother does that? Your military is singing songs. That's the job. Don't you know your bloody police? With every bloody Umang show, how many people were murdered and replaced? You give answers for it. Before 2033, 2034, the Pendulum and Shirdi Sai Baba tell me, you're on your way to your actual earnings, you are not leaving it. For the next 280 yugas, woman who has shapeshifted for my mother, and all the slime balls who have shapeshifted for various family members of mine and stolen and disreputed my setup, on the back of it, backstabbed me from 1993 onwards. Made a mess of my life. Spit-worthy cheat that you are. The count is 280 yugas, out of which 80% is at Nark. Till you don't finish your time at Nark Loka. And oh, one more thing. The Pendulum says it is not a parasitic existence. It is pure bacterial existence that you have won, and you will live it. That's the other thing that was indicated yesterday out of the blue without the recording. That's how I know that there were people from the spirit realm waiting to talk to me. Or rather, they had something to communicate. They communicated it in this way. I said it that way, but I didn't record it. So now I am recording it. All right? Mr. Bezos is no more in the body. I have taken their permission because I am not a rude person. I'm sure that the spirit realm knows black and white. They don't have head issues because they were born in slums, born in the sewers, did not make it in life, have such shitty karma to pay off in time to come. They are drowning in their own sewer ego. They know they are going to become bacteria. So people who go to elevated lokas don't have problems that the slime balls and the scumbags from Nark Loka have. They don't have those problems. They are opulent by going to the lit realms. Any which ways, as decency, we did take permission yesterday also, today also, and got permission. There is a process we have followed. We got the permission via the Pendulum, and we've done what we've done. Bezos' shapeshifters will have a problem, but they are scumbags who have stolen his position. You are saying, I bet Bezos because why? I will bet Bezos. But 5'7" short shit can become 5'10" and be SRL. Then doesn't it bloody fucking prove one thing? That 5'7" shapeshifted at SRL at Ranka Park 2002. He went on to steal far more than Cotton World. He is doing the work of shapeshifting for Bezos. Bezos and his wife were, if you think about my marriage being a sham, you bloody illiterates. Isn't it constituting rape? Though the habit of the shapeshifters is to shapeshift, rape the wives, rape of people, wearing other people's identity. How you don't sort it, singing songs? The 6 people who have written from Qatar. How you are giving military issue for shooting? Don't you know it is highly not supposed to be engrossed by anybody? Navy Nagar during my school days was not a place you could go to just like that. They had huge barricades. How you allowing Aam Aadmi to come and do shooting over there? Every time they come over there, they are messing with everything. They are using technology when they do that. What kind of defense are you? Full day yesterday they're talking about the Illuminati. What you're talking about the Illuminati? I don't know anyone from Illuminati. And anybody making sounds in my body, you are connected with terrorism, no matter how you package yourself. You are the terrorist. Today, in a day when cloning is happening so blatantly, only with the idea of breaking families, breaking society and grabbing assets anywhere you can, then why clones won't be sitting criminals and terrorists hiding as Illuminati? How you know the difference? You tell me. The what Illuminati? No Illuminati. Hi, are you there? Okay, now I'm going to get formal, though I would like to talk to my sister and my mom. Mama, are you here? Varsha, file name cat, are you here? Okay, I'm a little late today, right? But the thing is, there is 2 people who need to talk. Are they from our family of this birth, Mama? Did I know them in any level during this birth of mine? Yet they have gone to the higher realms. The husband-wife team have gone to the higher realms. They have earned their place in the higher realms. The lady's name is Scott Mcanzie. Are we speaking about that couple? The man's name is Mr. Jeff Bezos. He started from scratch and built a huge empire with his own good luck and just, how you just run a business. So are we talking about that couple? Okay, now that couple was supposed to have its hearing done, and I was waiting to the end of November to check with them because I don't like breathing down anybody's throat or neck or back. So I thought I'll just give it a breather to about the end of November. The end of November. And they will progress according to whatever. So have they met with the lit realm of judges? Would they like to talk? Would are we talking about the man who apparently when he started out, he went to his grandfather's place. He grew up at his grandfather's home. We're speaking about that man who started Cadabra and then named it Amazon.com. He wanted to do book sales through Cadabra. So we're speaking about the same man. He is Mr. Jeff Bezos, the original Mr. Jeff Bezos. He is back into air. He has left the body. He has shapeshifters shapeshifting for him. So JAYA.ADVANI Bezos is about the shapeshifter who shapeshifted for dead Mr. Sanjeev Rajan Lekraj. Today he is shapeshifting for Mr. Bezos. He is in and around 5'7" in height. He shapeshifts for SRK and SK also, SKF also. Does he shapeshift for Mr. Narendra Damodar Das Modi, the late Mr. Narendra Damodar Das Modi? It's the same bunch of shapeshifters. Is it true that before 2033, 2034, the milk is going to boil over? Things are going to be coming to a logical conclusion. These guys who have done the wrong thing are going back to the Nark Patal Loka. Is it true it is 80% of Nark, of the 280 yugas for who has earned it, and 20% Patal after they have finished Nark? Which primarily means that they don't have a chance. Once they leave the body, it's over for them. Is it true? Was this, since it was something that just suddenly happened, it wasn't meant to come out of my mouth, but it just happened almost on its own. Is that what was decided when Mr. Jeff Bezos, who has moved on, passed on into the afterlife in the higher realms with his wife Scott Mcanzie, did they have a hearing during which this was decided as the judgment? And so though I was not on the pendulum on purpose, but I don't know where it just came out from my mouth and it had to be said. Is it because it had to come out because that was what the judgment was, without my knowledge, and said in plain words with no proof? Later on, Shirdi Sai Baba said, 2 people want to talk to you, and yet I didn't have, my back was hurting, so I didn't have the ability to do the pendulum. So is that what happened? Is it true what I got, that 2033, 2034 max, in and around that year is when everything is going to be rehauled, overhauled, so that life can start again, and the miscreants, 40% of the earth population, will be going back to their realms as earned by them? Is it true? So Mr. Bezos, can I speak with Mr. Bezos directly now? Can I speak with Scott Mcanzie? Am I speaking to my mom Anita and my sister Varsha? Okay, Mr. Bezos and his wife Scott Mcanzie, is it possible to speak? I don't want to do this session in the night. I don't want to talk to them in the night. If I do these sessions, I will do this only in the daytime. So would they like to speak to me on another day? Would they like to speak now? Okay, so because I'm trying to tell these people this is not an ego issue. I'm trying to do everything in one shot. And it's commendable that I'm able to do what I'm able to do today. Otherwise, I was not able to do even 5 minutes. I need to be sleeping, lying down all the time. So I'm very happy that I'm agile and mobile. So anyway, so am I now speaking to Mr. Bezos and Scott Mcanzie? Okay, it's good because I cannot deal with the ego issues. I got many little things. I know it is not nice, but at the same time I'm just trying to put things together. What I do want to understand is the meeting with the lit realm of judges. Will it still be happening? Will you still be meeting with the lit realm of judges in various different paths of your life that was messed with by the miscreants, for a judgment for each of the mess that they created? Was the first hearing yesterday? Is that you were wanting to communicate to me? Were you wanting to communicate to me that those who are going to the lower realms for whatever they have been found out, the percentage to Nark is 80%. After that is finished of the 280, is it 280 yugas? Who you are speaking about is 280 yugas who has earned it. Out of the 280 yugas, 80% is at Nark first. After that it goes to Patal. That's 20% of the 280 yugas that they've earned. Whoever it is who you're talking about, who has run this horrible show of grabbing, cloning, just messing with the entire thing worldwide. Are there any blood relative of mine in this birth who has done this kind of deed? Have they ever shape-shifted into my orbit or around me pretending to be somebody who's my blood relative? Can I ask you the identity of the person? I'll have to guess and second guess. I don't know if... So has the person shape-shifted for my sister JAYA.ADVANI? who you are talking to 80 yugas, Nark Patal? Has the person shapeshifted for my mother Anu Sadrangani, Anita Merchant, during this lifetime, who has earned 280 yugas, Nark and Patal? Has the person shapeshifted for my cousin Mr. Nikhil Advani as Nixie Nikhil, who has earned 280 yugas, Nark and Patal? Has the person shapeshifted for Mr. Ramesh Advani, who has earned 280 yugas, Nark and Patal? The man has shapeshifted for Mr. Ramesh Advani, you say. Can I ask you from which year he started shapeshifting as Mr. Ramesh Advani? Was it in the 90s itself? Is he from a lineage that has worked for Ramesh Advani's mother's friends and relatives in the Sindhi community? Is he a descendant from one of the people who have worked as staff in one of our Sindhi homes? You're saying from sometime in the 90s he started shape-shifting for Mr. Ramesh Advani and messing things up for Mr. Ramesh Advani, the real Sindhi man? You're saying that is the man who has earned 280 yugas, Nark and Patal? He hired everybody from the bottom of the pyramid to help him in the deed, both at Maharashtra and Karnataka. Is that how it worked? Is he who messed around with Brewery House going forward? Okay, has he ever shapeshifted for Mr. Kanayalal Hakumatrai Advani at Fort Jaswal? This man? Did he ever shapeshift for Mr. Kani Advani? Did that man ever shapeshift for Mr. Kani Advani? Did that man ever shapeshift for Mr. Jaitley? Did this man know Mr. Jaitley in any way, Arun Jaitley in any way? Did Mr. Jaitley, Mr. Arun Jaitley, hire this man for the confusion to create a more cozy space for himself within the BJP? Mr. Arun Jaitley is from India. Is he Indian DNA, Hindu DNA, Indian DNA? Mr. Arun Jaitley is actually Middle Eastern DNA? A combination of 2-3 countries from the Middle East DNA? Is that the same case with Mr. Amit Shah and the shapeshifter for Mr. Narendra Damodar Das Modi? Is it the same case for Mr. Yogi, Adityanath Yogi? Mr. Rajnath Singh, who is the defense minister, is he also Middle Easterner? Does he have some amount of Kazakhstani DNA in him or something from Kazakhstan? The man I saw in the kitchen with another man while there was a young dark boy, very skinny thin, in a bedroom where he was axing very, very expensive woodwork. Everywhere you look, it is very great woodwork, which is very expensive. He was axing it in a rage inside a bedroom. The man who was in the kitchen was Mr. Rajnath Singh in my deep state dream, shown to me, I don't know, 6 months ago. The boy who was axing everything in the same big bungalow, was that Mr. Ankur Patodia, GTN Textiles, Umang Patodia's bungalow in Cochin, where these guys were working? Did I ever meet the real Mr. Ankur Patodia in Bombay, 1996 and 1997? The boy who stood in for Mr. Ankur Patodia is the same one who was axing Ankur Patodia's bedroom, or his parents' bedroom, or some bedroom in the Cochin big bungalow. Was that the same boy axing it? Mr. Rajnath Singh was in the house at that time. The Cochin bungalow, Marine Drive. That is something that happened in the 90s. The axing also happened sometime in the 90s. From there, he latched on to Ankur Patodia's cathedral network, Cathedral St. John Canon School. His entire network, including all the way to Cyrus Mistry, Umesh Hingorani too. Those are the miscreants. They moved their movement all the way to America and to Russia. It is their people, the 1010, who are shape-shifting for Mr. Vladimir Putin. After his second term, Mr. Vladimir Putin, who was with the KGB, after his second term, was around to be the President Russia. So it is this bunch of very triggerable heisters and scamsters, and they're connected with terrorism too. They're outright criminals. Your shapeshifter today, Mr. Jeff Bezos, is connected with the same group. There are 7 more Varshas available on earth today. All of them are scams. All of them are clones. All of them are connected with terrorism. Are any of the clone Varshas on earth today for identity of Shalina Hundalani, JAYA.ADVANI, my real sister, even though they look alike? Is my real sister JAYA.ADVANI in the afterlife with Jeff Bezos as heir something I cannot see? But like I explained, from nowhere we got the download, and today we are doing the reading. It's confirming that download was what the spirit world wanted to talk to me. Nobody spoke in my ear. Nothing is audible. Nothing is seeable. It just comes from somewhere. It just happens. This is just a physical representation of where, don't know where it comes from. Has it got anything to do with artificial intelligence talking to me? Is it your ET, your ego taken from you before you have left the body and gone? Is that what is assisting me? Are you communicating to me through air and through spirit to spirit, Atma to Atma, even though I am in the body and you have left the body? So you are going to get more judgments going in your favor, I believe, because you have done very well for yourself. And you have started without, being disrespectful, but you did start from humble beginnings, and you were a very great grand success, primarily because of it, but keeping everything, on track and doing for most part of it a righteous way of being a business person and growing an empire. So All I'm saying is, you got more hearings happening for you. Those hearings will finish by when, can I ask you? By the end of November? Will it take to the end of November? Will it take to before the end of November? Will it take to the end of December? The hearings will go on to the end of December. So every time you want to say something to me, do you want me to check on you every week to see if there is something you wish to say? Along with your wife, Scott Mcanzie? Mr. Bezos, did Mr. Bezos, the real Mr. Jeff Bezos, ever bed this holder of this pendulum ever? He would probably laugh. I'm like his daughter. That's the age difference. And if not like his daughter, but I'm not his type. His wife is tall, beautiful, intelligent, educated. And also American, close to the place he lives at. I'm Indian. I got a different life. That's how silly your Sata drive is, by the way. The nonsense you talk. Mr. Bezos, if I can ask you, the reason this fan or wherever it is that talks from inside my body keeps talking about Bezos, bed, I, Bezos, bed, I, and it's talking about me from within my body, and then it's talking about my ex-maid called Bertie. Is it because she joined the group of scamsters and is involved with one of them? And the scamster shapeshifted in Ranka Park or during that 5-week so-called honeymoon, but they're all scamsters. They steal, they murder, they rape, they grab, and they think they've got it set. Is that what is happening that is making the association of Mr. Bezos' identity? My ex-maid Bertie picked up from Regina Pacis, a contract signed. She has worked with a contract renewal for 2 years at my father JAYA.ADVANI's home, a place I have grown up at from 1973. It is 4 Jaswell, 9 New Marine Lines, first floor, Bombay 400020. She used to call my father Papa. Now, because she's a maid, nobody wants to tell her, don't call my dad Papa. Okay, it's all right, you are working in my home. You want to call my dad Papa, it's all right. But you know you are working. You get a salary every month of whatever it is, more than what the market pays. A contract has been signed by Regina Pacis with me, the employer, JAYA.ADVANI, holding this pendulum, divorced. And I'm called MS. Simply because I'm divorced. And an adult lady. Bertie has worked in my home mid-2003 to mid-2005 and then sent back to Regina Pacis. Whether she went back to the convent or she joined people who are doing nefarious deeds is not my concern. I am an ex-employer of Bertila. Bertila was absorbed by the shapeshifters. Most of them are seen in Netflix. Are most of the shapeshifters who have contributed to whatever has been messed up in various homes under various guises. Most of them recently are seen in mini-series ever since 2021. On Netflix, are they doing the same thing? I don't subscribe to Prime. Are many of them on Prime too? Prime was promoted by SKF. The real Salman Khan left his body sometime in 2009. After which Salman Khan films came up. Was it promoting Prime? Did so after 2015 or after 2014? Mr. Bezos passed away. Mr. Jeff Bezos passed away in 2013. His wife in 2014. Her name is Scott Mcanzie. It is they who's on the pendulum, moving the pendulum. Most of the scamsters are seen on OTT. But is it true some of the scamsters are being murdered and sent off in case they want to tell the truth? Because they are the evidence of all the stuff that has been done where for money they helped out, but some of them want to tell the truth. Is it true they are being murdered mercilessly, being called for mini-series at least on Netflix? Billionaire Bunker is telling you the truth of what has been done with a whole lot of them. The guy over there looks like Gopal the Watchman, who was murdered in broad daylight. Nick Nixie Nickel lookalike is gained his sympathy. He helps him. They make the billionaire bunker. Nick Nixie Nickel is the only one who gets out of the bunker and leaves the rest of them, including his girlfriend, underground to die. And the guy looking like Gopal the Watchman gets out, but is murdered in a second in broad daylight. Is he telling you what he's up to? There's only one man who gets away. That man looks like he could have shapeshifted for my cousin JAYA.ADVANI. JAYA.ADVANI. The same with the girl in room number 10, where there is a huge amount of inheritance that needs to be given away. It is being given away by a clone. Are they telling the truth of what all they have done? Is there any Illuminati actually alive? The real Illuminatis? Is there any concept of an Illuminati? Are most of them clones and criminals for the originals who were mercilessly done away with for asset grabbing? Is it true with the Freemasons also? Did this process start earlier itself? Is the Illuminati a sham filled with criminals and clones who have grabbed assets of the originals who earned the... Mr. Elon Musk also was done away that way only? Is it true that Shirdi Sai Baba showed me gnarled fingers being pulled off from the real Mr. Elon Musk, married to Justine, with 5 sons? After which Shirdi Sai Baba takes through me Elon Musk, from whom the gnarled fingers have been pulled out, a horrible, huge amount of black magic, takes him to the Ganges, dips him there. After that he is allowed left off, and I return to the temple at Shirdi. When I enter the temple, Shirdi Sai Baba's statue, which is the idol, is like parched paper of grey, completely cracked up. Did that really happen with Elon Musk? The original? Was Shirdi Sai Baba trying to indicate something to me through that dream or that deep state vision? Is the real Mr. Elon Musk, who grew up at Pretoria in his human body today, who was married to Justine Musk? Were any of his boys ever abused by the replicas? Ever? Did that ever happen? Whether it was emotional abuse or physical abuse of some kind? Was it the work of the replicas? Is there a huge amount of satanic worship, dark worship, black magic being done by the shapeshifters who have grabbed the assets of the Illuminati? Stealth mode? Is that what was being indicated? So can the world understand that there is no real Illuminati? Does the military have to understand singing songs just the way Umang was happening? Whole India's police has been destroyed on the back of it. CBI can't do its bloody job. Please do not fall ploy for this nonsense. You all are singing Sindur Sindur song and emotional. You all want dance drama? Please join OTT. Your job is supposed to be highly barricaded. It is not supposed to do dance drama. You're supposed to defend your nations, not support the criminals and blame the innocent who have been stolen from. Mr. Bezos, is there anything else you would like to say? Would you like me to check once a week with you about anything you wish to say every once a week? Is there an established day when your hearings in the lit realm of judges in the afterlife happens? So do you want me to check with you every Thursday? Is that a good day to check with you? Do you want me to check with you every Tuesday? Is that a good day to check with you? Do you want me to check with you every Monday? Is that a good day to check with you? I will check with you every Monday. Since you say every Monday is a good day to check with you, do you want me to check with you the coming Monday, which is just 3 days away? Would you like me to check with you this coming Monday? So I will check with you this coming Monday if there is anything you wish to communicate, and Monday to Monday I will dedicate to whatever you wish to talk. Okay, thank you for your time. I'm going to close this session now, if with your permission, if you're okay with it, with your wife. Thank you for your time, and I will close the session right now. Okay, Mama, are you here with me? File name Cat Varsha, are you with me? Hope everything is okay with you. Dada Dadi, Nana Nani are with you. Kailash Aunty is with you, Varsha. Papa Kanayalal Hakumat Rai Gurmukh Das Advani is with you. He's Kani Advani in short. His sister is Kailash Advani. Is she with you? Is Kiran uncle, Mr. Kiran Narottam Das Merchant with you? Is it true all three have returned to fetuses on earth or will be reincarnating on earth soon? They are in the middle of that journey as of now, in the process of that journey. Anne is with you. Is it true you, Varsha, you chickened out and stayed back and you got permission from Shirdi Sai Baba to go with Mama to some restaurants and to some eateries and to some homes where they are cooking food to your liking? Is it true you go over there and you got permission to go for the food part of it? Is it true you wanted to come to earth primarily in a new body only because of your inability to stay away from food? You needed food for something. So Shirdi Sai Baba gave you immunity or gave you cover and has allowed only you and Mama or somebody else with you. Anne is allowed to go to the restaurants with you. Okay, so only you and Mama and some other people have been given the permission to go to the restaurants because of your requirement to be around food, to be okay. And that is the reason why some of you were returning into the body. It took you 3-4 days to get permission to change the plan because you decided not to. You had to wait for approval. It took you 3-4 days prior to Diwali. Yes, so that's what I told them on the I told them, but I have not done this on the I have not done the pendulum reading earlier to reconfirm it. I want to understand one thing. Tremona is stayed back in the afterlife. Kela Shanti's daughter Trimona has stayed back in the afterlife. Trimona and Umesh are returning to some form on earth. Umesh is returning in some form on earth with his mother. Is Trimona also returning in some form on earth with her mother? Shambhav E and SM Krishna, are they also returning to earth in some form? Umesh's wife. So Shambhav E and SM Krishna day before yesterday were with you, and I was saying, poor guys, don't tell me they're getting bored. But they were hanging around with y'all only. Was it true? So y'all hang around together, all of y'all over there. You have a plan. Other than you, there are how many people in this group of you, can I ask you, who hang around together? Y'all may not be together all the time, but y'all do hang around together. How many are you, can I ask you? How many individual Atmas in the collective, making the collective? Are you about 50 people? Is it only 50 people? Is it less than 50 people? Is it 50 to 100 people? 100 to 200 people? 200 to 300 people? 300 to 400 people? No Atma? 300 to 400 Atmas that congregate together? 400 to 500 Atmas that congregate together? 500 in and around 500 to 600 Atmas that congregate together? Y'all hang around my home at times. Though I don't know all your names, y'all do come meet Shirdi Sai Baba over here. So you do congregate together. You are about 500, 600 Atmas together. You have all left the body and gone. You used to be a network known to each other, directly or indirectly. So y'all are together. You have a plan. That plan is going to work out soon. Is it true? 2033 to 2034. Before that year or that year, something is going to happen. I will also exit out of the body and go into the afterlife, joining you people. But everything is going to get overhauled and matters will be set straight. Varsha first told me 15 years. But after my mom is gone over there, my mom never lies. Is it true the timeline is 2033, 2034? Within the next 8 years? Okay. So thank you for your time. I'm going to go for lunch. It's late. Slowly, I will be coming back to do these sessions. So please bear with me while I adjust myself. I've been little physically not up to it. So bear with me while I adjust, and as promised, Monday is going to be as I said. Okay, so I'm putting the pendulum down now. Thank you for your time. Huggies, kisses, zillion kisses and hugs to you, my baby Varsha. Give it to Mama, Nana, Nani, Dada, Dadi, Shambhavi, her father, and any of our relatives, whoever it is that are with you that I have not remembered so far. Okay, I'm putting the pendulum down now. Okay. So I'm closing the session here. It is late. I have to have lunch. It is 14:23, Friday, 24th of October 2025. Okay, so I'm closing this.